Hello, Times Crossword, 30 minutes, let's go. Miraculous place of old, sure to have changed. That's Lourdes. So, miraculous place is Lourdes, a place where miracles happen in France. And then old shore, to have changed is an anagram indicator. So, old shore is an anagram of Lourdes. Meet Carol, disorganized person who keeps you waiting. That's latecomer. So disorganized is an anagram indicator for meet Carol. And then a person who keeps you waiting is a latecomer. Long garment, this is tog. Toga is a long garment lacking A without its A, and a tog is a measure of thermal protection, for example in duvets. A French, that's usually un, the French indefinite article. Fellow, often gent, outside university. Yeah, gent outside U, and unguent is something which eases an irritation. It's a type of oil. Old coin, article blocking pipe. A ducat is an old coin, and an article is a, the indefinite article in grammar. Blocking pipe, blocking duct. Beasts, rule breakers, we hear. Cheaters. Yeah, let me get this right. So, cheaters are beasts, and rule breakers we hear suggests a word which sounds like a word which is different to how it's spelt. So, cheaters sounds like cheaters. Training establishment with shaky foundation damaged. Start to search inside. Okay, don't know. Agree, match. If two items match, they agree. And a match is a fixture in sport. Husband and I eat meat. Fantastic source of iron. Don't know. Football official could be a ref. Reader, yeah, this is reflector. Football official is ref, and a lector is a reader. Found in the mirror, well, a reflector could be a mirror. Loud street outside zone in distant territory. Well, loud is F, as in fortissimo, the musical term. Street is ST, the abbreviation. Outside zone, outside area, and the Far East is a distant territory if you're a long way away from it, as you are if you're in the UK. Food is one thing after another, reportedly. Don't know. Baddie leading soldiers in military unit. Yeah, this is cadre. A cad is a baddie. Soldiers are RE, Royal Engineers, and a cadre is a military unit. Food is one thing after another. Could it be carrot? Not sure about that. Minor war god made to look silly. Could be an anagram of minor war god. In an entertaining place. Drawing room, where you might entertain in a house. Maiden hiding in Exeter, out in a faraway place. This is extreme. Maiden is M, the cricketing abbreviation, and hiding or inside, Exeter out is the anagram indicator for the letters in Exeter. And a faraway place is, if something's far away, it's extreme. Fever, probably ague, either ague or ague, I'm not sure of the pronunciation. That's non-specific, which is vague, having 5 going down. Well, V is the Roman numeral for 5, so vague without V is ague or ague. Okay, so 13 and 6 down. Husband and I eat meat. Fantastic source of iron. Wow, this is tricky because I've looked at this and 6 down and struggled with both. Husband is probably H. And I eat meat. Let me just see if hematite works. Because iron, hema, is often a prefix relating to iron, as in hemoglobin. Yeah, meat, fantastic. Well, fantastic. Fantastic is the anagram indicator for I eat meat. So it's H plus an anagram of I eat meat. And that works, and that gives you hematite, which is a source of iron. Food, not so helpful having a vowel as the crossing letter. And it's not carrot now. One thing after another. Reportedly. Wow, okay. Yeah, got it. Cereal. So, cereal is food, and then reportedly is another indicator of a word sounding different to how it's spelt, and the word being referenced is Serial, cereal. When things happen in cereal, they happen one after the other. Okay, so that's the top half of the board of the grid done, 6 minutes down. Training establishment, still unsure. Don't, for instance, that could be, yeah, this is contraction. So don't is a contraction for do not, and then study is con, and adhesive friction is traction. 14 across again. Training establishment, Sandhurst, where military officers are for the British Army are trained. With shaky foundation, well, a foundation made of sand is shaky. Damaged is hurt. Start to search is the letter S inside. Divers manoeuvring round place, being looked at again. Well, that looks like an anagram of divers. Probably ends D because divers contains a D, and the definition being looked at again suggests the past tense. But I'll come back to that. Some land bill concerning, yeah. So an acre is some land, bill is AC for account, and then concerning is re, the Latin word. Accountant in car somewhere on Dartmoor. Dartmoor is a moor in Devon in Britain. Gosh, don't know. One investigating. Trendy is usually in, as in hip and trendy. Male, chap, a poet. No, and that I may be incorrect. Missile I had cast into river. Yeah, this is trident, which is a nuclear missile. I had is ID, the contraction for I had, into river, into the Trent, which is a river in Britain. Most unlike Henry VIII, King Cross bumping off Queen. Don't know, can I get 18 down now? Accountant, which is often CA for chartered accountant. In car, let me get rid of I and N. Accountant in car, somewhere on Dartmoor. You get tours on Dartmoor. Does that help? Ah, yes, it does. An auditor is an accountant, and an Audi is a car, Somewhere on Dartmoor? Well, on a tour. There being lots of tours on Dartmoor. Most unlike Henry VIII. King. Henry VIII was a king with 6 wives. So if you're unlike somebody with a lot of wives, what are you? King is R for Rex. Cross, angry. Bumping off Queen would leave you Angie, R being also an abbreviation for Regina or Queen. But why is rangy most unlike Henry VIII? I don't know. I may need to come back to that because it may be wrong. Splendour of industrial plant about to be demolished. No, not getting that. One investigating, that could be DI, detective inspector. Trendy, male. A poet. Wow. Not getting that. Divers manoeuvring round place. Yeah, this is revisited. Place is site, S-I-T-E, and then divers manoeuvring is an anagram of divers around site, and revisited means looked at again. Prophet raised an awful stink. No, could be an Old Testament prophet. Decoration in a part of play with mother taking the lead. So mother could be damn. Decoration. Well, yeah, I think this is Damascene. Part of a play is a scene. Mother taking the lead is dam. So Damascene must mean decoration, but I don't know what a Damascene is. But I'm confident that this is correct. Diamonds. Really cool stuff. Ice. Double definition. Prophet. Yeah, this is Nahum, an Old Testament prophet. Raised an is the word an reversed. And then an awful stink is a hum. I think hum is old-fashioned slang for smelly. Now, I think I am going to look at the bottom left because, as with the top right, we've got 2 intercrossing clues I've looked at which I haven't got. So let me see if I can mop those up now. 12 minutes down. 22 across. What? So it either means one investigating or it means a poet. So it's probably Dickinson, which I think is spelt like this. So one investigating is a dick, as in a private dick. Trendy is in, male is son, and then Dickinson is a poet. Splendour, and I must remember that rangy could be wrong, of industrial plant, factory, finery. Okay, great. This does look right. So industrial plant is refinery. About is RE, to be demolished, means to be removed, which leaves you with finery, which is splendour. And I think I've got enough letters confirmed in rangy to... No, I'm going to come back to that at the end. I'm not 100% sure of that. The man's could be his or him, accompanying Welsh woman. Yeah, that is Hessian. So the man's is he's, and the Welsh woman is Sian, and that's the stuff. Well, Hessian is a type of material or cloth, which is often clued as stuff. Cruel, needing time to replace one. That's trustworthy. Gosh, not getting that. The V is usually quite helpful. Object, when odd journalist. Yeah, this is demur. To object is to demur. Odd is rum. Journalist is ed for editor. Comes round reversed. Odd stone how far it might be thrown. Odd. Yeah, this is strange. So odd is strange. Stone is ST, the abbreviation. How far it might be thrown is its range. So 17 down. A police group is receiving huge complaint. Don't know. Huge could be OS for outsize, which could go in here. Yeah, this is acidosis, which is definitely a word because it's valid in Scrabble. A police group is ACID, which is a branch of the police in Britain. Is, receiving huge, receiving OS for outsize, and then acidosis is a complaint. One clue left. Cruel. Could be vicious. Oh, I think the answer's voracious. Let me see if I can explain it. So cruel is vicious, needing time. Well, era can mean time to replace one. So if you replace the first I in vicious with era, you get voracious, which means trustworthy. So everything complete, no empty squares. 16 minutes down, there was one clue I wasn't fully happy with, which was 28 across. It definitely fits the wordplay, R plus angry without an R, but it doesn't fit the definition. Most unlike Henry VIII. So it certainly has a vowel in second place. So it's ran, ren, rin, ron or run. Nothing alternative suggests itself. King surely is R. Cross bumping off Queen. Well, my best guess at this is that Henry VIII is generally regarded as not only as having 6 wives, but also in his later years was quite plump. And I'm wondering if rangy is a reference to meaning slim. So that would just about work. Okay, well, that's as far as I can take that. So everything filled in, no empty squares. Submit. Submit. Hope and pray. No errors. Fantastic. Absolutely splendid stuff. So rangy was correct. And wow, what a beautiful puzzle. I got into difficulties in the top right and bottom left with just 2 crossing clues, which can sometimes be really problematic if you're not getting any further crossing letters. But I was fortunate that neither of those held me up for long. So absolutely super stuff. I think the snitch for this probably in the 70s or 80s. Absolutely fantastic puzzle. Beautiful as always. So I hope you enjoyed watching that solve. Like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.